honestly, I think if you tell your news director, let's do a story on quantum physics on the news, I would say almost 10 times out of 10, you're going to get the no.
You're out of story.
You say, how are you going to make this visual? How are you going to explain this? Because this is something you kind of need a college degree or a PhD in this to kind of understand it. It's so complicated. But I knew what we needed to do to tell the story was to find a way that people in the Midwest in particular could understand the power of quantum computing, quantum physics, and what kind of power it harnesses. So essentially what quantum computing can do, among many other things, is compute at a level that we just can't comprehend. So the example we started with was a maze that, our normal computers on our desktop or our laptop computers can figure out one path at a time and then try another path if that doesn't get you to the end of the maze. What quantum can do is take every possibility at the same time to figure something out. So we started this story in a corn maze with teenagers trying to figure their way out. And that kind of, I think, brought the idea home. And we were just trying to figure out ways to make this story understandable to a local TV audience, not to class at the University of Chicago of PhDs.
I was going to say,
and
plus you broke the stigma that journalists aren't good at math. I feel like that is the number one thing, and look at you just explain.
I am not good at math, but I do appreciate how important science is and how important quantum is going to be for the Chicago economy in the future. Governor Pritzker is at the forefront of this, trying to attract major quantum companies. We've got some of the best universities in the world here with the University of Chicago, Northwestern. Obviously, the University of Illinois has been a leader in computing for decades, and so it's really an exciting thing to be reporting on.
First but not the last quantum story, but I don't know how many are going to be statue worthy, because it really is a hard story to tell.
That's a skill.
Before we go, I just wanted to say, obviously this was about a year ago, given that it was a corn maze story. I imagine that you began to tell this. It has been quite a year. You are capping it off. You just were Chicago Journalist Association. What is it? Lifetime Achievement?
No,
Journalist
it's
of the Year?
Journalist of the Year, which we have to acknowledge that's an award that I think has gone to some of the greatest journalists in the history of the city. Mike Royko, I think Roger Ebert, Carol Marine, people like that, who are just platinum career legends. I think it has a lot to do with my public battle with cancer this year. And I think they're recognizing the fact, not only that I've done some decent stories, but that I've done it while being open and honest about going through chemotherapy and radiation and
fighting and being tired
and trying to work through it.
Trying. You are working through it. You have done amazing. And let me just, how many Emmys is this, by the way? Because let me also say, you are more than deserving of journalism awards, and here's proof.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing for me to say, but this is Emmy number 39. And as far as I know, the record is held by either Bill Curtis or Walter Jacobson at 40.
Well, you're on your way.
I'm pretty close to the record here. We'll have to double check that and have somebody at Natus Chicago. We got people. we got producers, I think, that work here that can go back and look at the stats. But it's been quite a ride. I've had a great almost dozen-year run at the Emmys where I think I've won more than I probably deserve.
That is, I'm not going to give you that one, but I will give you tremendous kudos and, of course, all the love and good luck. And you know that this room is rooting for you. That huge room is rooting for you, Emmys and otherwise.
And you're the best. I love Chicago Tonight, and as you know, WTTW is in my DNA. I worked for Chicago Tonight back in the Phil Ponce era, right after, basically while it was still like the Nightline of Chicago, where it was one issue for 30 minutes. And you guys cleaned up tonight, and I adore the work that Channel 11 does. That and Channel 9, I feel like, are the stations of Chicago.
Baby.
Yeah.
Chicago.
So.
I think we're going to leave it there, and this is so cool. I am so happy to see you and share this couch space with you. And 40, baby, break
on the
this
way.
record. If anybody can do it, it is this guy, Mike Lowe. Congratulations. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.